Hey guys, this is Brian from Nintendo Game Point Plus, and yes, we are here, the Nintendo Direct for E3 2021, and oh man, I am excited for this one. I can't wait to talk to you about this, guys. So, let's not waste any time. I'm just gonna get right into it. Let's just start off. So we have, of course, opening the Direct, we have Yoshiaki Koizumi and Shinya Takahashi, who are our presenters. That's just freaking awesome. And man, they're just here to show off the games and show off the games they did. So let's start off with the first announcement, which was Super Smash Brothers, and they announced Kazuya from Tekken is going to be in Smash Brothers. They showed off pretty much kind of, I assume, his final kind of thing in his games where he picked up he's carrying Ganondorf's broken, defeated body and throwing him in the freaking lava pits below, and then it just reveals it's Kazuya. Then we see him later do it with freaking Captain Falcon, then Pit, then Min Min, and then we see this little scene of him kicking Min Min's noodle arm off because it's too long, and we see him do it with a bunch of characters. We also see him fighting, and as he's fighting, he's just pounding all the characters with his Tekken moves. But we also see during the cutscenes when he's throwing the characters off the cliff, he's getting dark purple energy around him, and he's growing stronger, and that's when he get his, if from my Tekken knowledge, his devil form, I believe that's what it's called. And he's just this all-powerful fighting machine, and he's just crushing everybody. He is crushing everybody right now, and it looked really good. What we saw, that I did not expect a Tekken character. Period. I didn't expect a Tekken character to be in Smash Brothers, but here we are, and we see a little bit of his stage, and they even styled the trailer at one point, just kind of like how the Bandai Namco logo does when with the Tekken characters, the stomp of the feet and the two characters punching, but they did it with Kazuya and King K. Rool, which was really cool. So Sakurai then comes off. He says, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna have a Sakurai presents this character later in the next couple weeks. 6/28. That's when they're gonna show off the character in depth." And yeah, that's cool. They didn't give a release date for Kazuya. That's obviously, That's obviously what they're saving for June 28th. But yeah, that was cool. Then we get a couple of headlines, and so for the first headline we get is this really cool animated trailer, and I'm like, yeah, man, this looks cool. We have to make decisions and stuff, man, life-changing decisions, man. I wonder what this game could be. And we see Chloe, we see the three main girls from the Life of Strange series. And it's revealed it's Life of Strange Remastered Collection and True Colors officially confirmed for Nintendo Switch, with True Colors coming September 10th, and no solid release date for Remastered Collection, which kinda shocks me, because I thought they confirmed that one, but maybe I missed something. I'm going to say this about this and the next game. They are going to influence my grade for Square Enix, maybe somewhat, but I will say, in terms of Square Enix, what the heck, in terms of this Nintendo Direct, I was like, yes, that was awesome. Speaking of Square Enix, the next game they showed, Guardians of the Galaxy game. Yes, I am so happy that this got shown off here. I know, because in my last video I just kind of ranted on Square Enix. That was one of the highlights, in my opinion, of the Square Enix conference, because that game looks so cool, and at first I was so disappointed, being like, dang it, it's not going to be on Switch, but now it's on Switch, and I'm like, yay, I feel included. Oh man, that looks so cool, and I'm so happy that game's coming to Switch the same day too, so yay. And yeah, so Guardians of the Galaxy coming to Nintendo Switch October 26th. Awesome. Next up, we kind of got some random games here. We got Worms Rumble, the Worm series, coming to Switch June 23rd. That's actually relatively close. Really cool, with some extra DLC stuff. Astria Ascending, it looks pretty, but they showed that. It's coming September 30th. It's a cool, like, RPG game. Yeah, so that's nice. 2 Point Campus, they reconfirm, is coming to Switch. Cool, coming out 2022. It's in the 2 Point series with making up your own, and this time making up your own school and, like, getting kids to learn there. That's cool. Next up, we get an interesting one because they celebrate an anniversary anniversary of another game. Super Monkey Ball, freaking awesome. It's getting a new game called Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, where they, I believe from the look of it, they remastered and updated some of the original levels, and it looks just really crisp and clean, and I love it. I love Super Monkey Ball. That was one of my favorite GameCube games. Growing up, I'd play with my cousins. We'd play through all the levels. We'd play Monkey Target, try to hit the end. Yes, so much yes. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania comes out October 5th on Switch. Yes, awesome. Next up, Mario Party. Yes, Mario Party Superstars is pretty much Mario Party the Top 100 on 3DS, but not stupid. This is awesome. It's remastered Mario Party minigames and stages from the original N64 and a few other, I believe they said 5 from N64 titles. So I believe it's like 1, 2, and 3, but the minigames are all like from like throughout the series, I believe. Anyways. I gotta re-look at it, but man, is this cool. Thank God, I love Mario Party. I was hoping to get an announcement this year, and we did, with announcement of October 29th release date. Awesome. And one of the best things about this announcement, they said it's going to be online through every mode, and I'm like, yes! Because not only is it online through every mode, you can now also do it randomly online. So it's like at Mario Party, Super Mario Party, the first Mario Party game on Switch, they just recently added an online mode, but it was like friends only. You couldn't like get it random, you had to make a room, which is fine, I get it, but I kind of wanted one like random, especially with minigames, just to play online with random people. So to have one like this where it's okay to get some randoms online and play together and do all this, yes, I was so happy for that. So yay, Mario Party Superstars, that's awesome. Not as awesome as what's next. So Shinya Takahashi says they are still working on the development of Metroid Prime 4, which is really cool. We don't get anything about it, which is a little disappointing, but they made up for it. They made up for it. We get this new Metroid game, and it starts with Metroid, and kind of like, not with Metroid, oh my gosh, it starts with Samus Aran in her in a suit kind of similar to her fusion suit from Metroid Fusion, and she's like walking down this corridor where we get this first person perspective, but then as she's searching down, this like friggin' mix of freaking what's the name of GLaDOS and the ship from WALL-E is like watching her, and it transforms, and it's at first it's kind of this like giant stance, and Samus is about just shooting her gun, and then she just gets out like the one big missile, she got blasted thing, it doesn't even scratch it, and now it's like clawing after her and running. Now she's got to run down the thing and it's chasing her, and then it cuts to black and we see the title Metroid Dread, which if you are a Metroid fan, or if you've ever heard the story of this, it was a pretty big thing, because Metroid Dread was apparently a long time ago like this rumored Metroid game that was in development around the time after Fusion, the Game Boy Advance game, and was supposed to be like the next series until unfortunately like they scrapped it or something. But now it's back, it's here, and oh god, it looks so good. It looks so good, guys. It is shiny and it looks so nice. The aliens look cool. The tech is like all futuristic. There's like the robots have just enough of this creep factor because they bend and twist and all that. Oh man, that was so cool. But yeah, that Metroid Dread, and it got a release date I am always happy when games that they just show off for the first time get release dates. Okay, to be fair, that can be a little nervous sometimes, but this one I was not nervous about because it looked freaking good. And so, October 8th, it's coming out, and we're also getting new amiibo. I want them. Yeah, that was just an amazing reveal. That was just an amazing reveal for Metroid. I'm glad Metroid got some love, and man, that was just so cool. So next up, we get a few other names that get announced. Just Dance 2022. Okay, I'm gonna make Just Dance 2022 was a weird thing for me, not because of the game itself. They showed a gameplay trailer for this one, and like I said, that's not the weird part. What was weird to me was that they showed the gameplay, but I'm just thinking to myself, why didn't they show it at Ubisoft? Because Just Dance isn't really that. I understand, obviously, with Just Dance, they always push the Nintendo version, so I find it's not the problem isn't that they showed up here. What I saw, the gameplay was actually really cool, and every time I see a Just Dance game, I always hear a song that ends up on my permanent mental playlist of happiness. So there you go. But yeah, I just found it a bit weird that they showed the gameplay here and not in their own press conference. I understand the Todrick Hall thing was important, but I guess, but like, I just found it a bit odd. It's still cool to see. Next up, we got Cruisin' Blast, which is apparently this arcade game that was remastered, I guess, on Switch. It looks interesting. I mean, I'm all for wacky racing, so, like, awesome. It comes out this fall. Okay, yeah, that's all I could say was okay. It still look, I mean, I'll say more okay than anything, because it still looked really cool. What's next here? Oh, I think Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Plus. I say plus because I forgot what the subtitle was. But yeah, it's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot with all the DLC and some new stuff coming to Nintendo Switch September 24th. Awesome, awesome. I kind of expected it. I don't know if I could say here, but I figured it'd happen because they put most of the Dragon Ball games on Nintendo Switch. They put Xenoverse, Fighters, and now this one. So yeah, it makes sense. I like it. Next up, they give a reminder for Mario Golf Super Rush coming out June 25th. That happens to be my birthday, so yay! But yeah, that's really cool. The nice little update. Monster Hunter Stories update, just pretty much a recap saying, hey, it's coming out July 9th, and a demo also coming out on my birthday. So June 25th, yeah, good. Good for the demo, good for Monster Hunter Stories. We saw it. Next up, something we didn't see. WarioWare Get It Together. In case you don't know, WarioWare is a game where Wario, aka Anti-Mario, is the head of a company and he makes his own micro games. And basically he has a bunch of friends and acquaintances who also make micro games, and they start this company making wacky ones for Switch. And one of the bigger things of that is that Wario and his friends are in it, and they're the ones playing it. But what's interesting is that each character kind of has like different abilities. So you could play the same micro game, but depending on the character you can either get a character that shoots things, or a character that jumps really high, or a character that uses a sword or magic or something. And that's really cool. So the same little 5-second game can be played a little differently every single time. So yeah, that was really cool, and I think WarioWare fits perfectly on Nintendo Switch. That fits perfectly here. So yeah, WarioWare Get It Together. That's actually the name, by the way. WarioWare Get It Together comes to Switch September 10th. Next up, Shin Megami Tensei 5. They finally showed a full trailer for that game. We get a look at the world. Basically, there's Tokyo, but then this one girl falls into another dimension called Another Tokyo. I'm not making this up. And so, where angels and demons are fighting, but you have this weird middle power, I guess, I assume, where you can stop demons by controlling the demons, so that way they fight for your side, and that way you find out the secrets of Another Tokyo. I am so lost, guys. But it looked interesting, so it coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch, November 12th. Shin Megami Tensei 5, awesome. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that one, specifically a few RPG fans I know on Twitter. Stealth 4 okay. Yeah, that was awesome. But yeah. Anyways, next up, they go through another few quick announcements, including Danganronpa Decadence, which is basically all in the first 3 games, and I think like they said, like Danganronpa 1, 2, 3, and Danganronpa a special edition, like a special spin-off game. It's like this Mario Party looking one, I believe, and I believe one more. But yeah, Danganronpa. Oh god, that does look good. I haven't wanted to get in Danganronpa. I've been seeing my cousin play it a little bit, and I've been trying to get into it. But yeah, I really want to experience the story a bit. At least at the second and third games, because I haven't looked. Because sometimes that story can get a little wonky, at least from what I've skimmed. But yeah, I'm so happy this came on Switch. I'm shocked it hasn't come to Switch at this point. That was one of those games where I was like, yay, but I was also like, finally. Like, how long did it take you to do that? But yeah, it's coming out this year, and not only is it, you can buy all of them in a bundle, you can also buy all of them separately. So if you only want one, but not necessarily the other, if you want to start with one game and like, or if you have other games and want to do something different, you know what? You got options. I like that. Next up, Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water. Okay, at what point do we run? I guess this is the last Wii U game on that needs to be ported to Switch. Which, hey, friggin' yay, great! A Wii U game that's not stuck on the Wii U. Yay! It looks scary. I'm not gonna play it. Yeah, coming out 2021. Just freaking awesome. Then they go through some DLC stuff. They talk about the Doom Eternal DLC, which is available today. The part 1 of the Ancient Gods DLC, that's going to be available on Switch as of today, as of right now. You can probably download it if you have Doom Eternal. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remasters, they just pretty much reconfirmed, hey, they're coming to Switch, coming out June 25th. Also on my birthday, just like... Nintendo loves me. Next up, Strange Brigade. It's like this treasure hunting, stop the evil god thing. Like, I don't know. It looked kinda It's out today though, so yay. That was cool. They showed another trailer for Mario Rabbids 2, Sparks of Hope, which was cool. I've already pre-ordered that in my mind and on my wallet. I guess, I don't know. I mean, not pre-ordered, like officially, but like it's in my head to buy it. Don't worry, it will be gotten and played. Yeah, they just reconfirmed coming down 2022. Yeah, awesome. And then we get friggin' of all things, Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot. The official name, I'm sorry, hang on, is Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. Yes, a reboot camp. That sounds so weird when you say it out loud, but man, that was not a reboot I was expecting, but that was really good. That was a really good announcement for that. That was just awesome. I personally, I've never played Advance Wars. I know you can sacrifice me to whatever Nintendo god you think there is, so that way you can get a Metroid Prime 4 trailer. I don't care. But what I saw and what I know about the series looked really good. I'm glad Nintendo's like going back in their like ancient archives of, oh hey, we have this series. Let's give it a try on Switch. And also, it looks really good. The animation on that looks so good. I love the animation. I love the character designs. Yes, that whole thing I just saw was yes. So great. I'm glad it's getting reboot. Coming out December 3rd. Awesome. And now we get to the final section of announcements for Nintendo. They pretty much talked about the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC, the expansion pack. The first wave comes in June 18th, and in that they showed Link some new weapons. They showed a playable Guardian, which was cool. They showed Link having like these Guardian leg nunchucks, which was cool. It shows some other locales and enemies you fight, but they also showed one of the most important things, Link's Guardian, or at least Link's Guardian Beast, which was the motorcycle, but it was being rid by Zelda, and I was like, yes! I was like, yeah, okay, because it was really interesting, because I saw that trailer, and I was like, alright, Guardian Cycle, here comes Link, and I'm like, Zelda, I'm like, wait, that was so cool, because that's Zelda showing, I'm up in this, that's why my name's on. Okay, I'm gonna shut up, that was a stretch, but anyways, yeah, the first wave comes in June 18th, really cool. Then Eiji Aonuma comes out again and pretty much kind of gives up some really decent announcements. He once again reminds us Skyward Sword HD coming out July 16th. Really cool, nice little reminder. Then he showed something I really liked, was the Game & Watch Zelda edition, which is basically what they did for the Mario 35th anniversary for Mario, which is when they took the Super Mario Brothers, The Lost Levels, and Game & Watch Ball and put it in a Super Mario themed Game & Watch. They're doing the same thing for Zelda, but this time they're taking the original Zelda, Zelda 2, Zelda Link's Awakening on Game Boy, and they're remaking the game Vermin on this thing, but instead of just Game & Watch, it's with Link. So that's just really cool. I like how they thought of that. I thought that is a great 30th anniversary. That's a great 35th anniversary thing for Legend of Zelda. I thought that was awesome. Yay. That's just a great idea. And then, of course, and that little portable comes out November 12th. And then we get the best thing that I'm pretty sure calmed down Nintendo fans, but at the same time stirred up 50 other new questions. Breath of the Wild 2 footage. They show Breath of the Wild sequel, and they show the trailer with basically the darkness coming up and rising, and it's like, we see like this ancient Ganondorf zombie, and it's like, we see like darkness about to like come up on Link's hand. But then, we see us falling through the sky, Skyward Sword style. And I'm like, and basically Aonuma confirms that this is the world. We explore the world in the sky now as well, which was very interesting to me, because does this mean Skyloft is returning? Does this mean we're gonna see the birds again? Or what has happened 100 years? Also, I just realized something. This was a year. The first Zelda, the Skyward Sword chronologically is the first Zelda game, so this is like years after, decades, hundreds of centuries after. So what the heck's going on now? But yeah, seeing that trailer, it just got me with so many ideas. We see some new runes being used compared to the original Breath of the Wild. Like this one, there's one that reverses time. There's one that reverses the time. We see Link, I believe Link, because the character model they showed kind of looked like Link, but also kind of half didn't. So like, maybe it's just a new outfit, but we see him like go through like water and through the thing, kind of reverse time, and the music like went backwards, and I'm pretty sure someone's gonna go on YouTube and reverse the music to see what's going on. But man, what we saw of this trailer, even if it was just a snippet, because they said it was going to be, and they're going to try to push for 2022, I'm really hoping that they get there, so yay. But what we saw of that trailer was really good, and I think it is what they did was a very decent way to end the show. And yeah, that's how they ended their show, and that's it. But okay, my first impressions with this one. Honestly, it was a little bit harder to peg, at least in first impressions. This is why I'm actually, I normally, because I give a first impressions grade for every company that had a presentation so far. I can say this: they get at least a B+, anything lower would be a disgrace because they had such a good show. I thought the announcements were very strong here. I thought what they showed was good. They had some really good surprises. I'm shocked nothing got leaked. We know Monkey Ball and Mario and Rabbids, but that Mario and Rabbids got leaked for Ubisoft, so that doesn't count. And Monkey Ball, technically, it was the ESRB thing, so I'm not even gonna. But, man, I am just really happy for this one. I think my only issues here was that, especially when I compare it to a previous E3 Direct that they've had, specifically 2019, I don't know, there was a little more punch in 2019's one because just of how much they showed, the pacing of what happened, the pacing was a bit better in 2019, and, I'm not saying there wasn't enough games here to keep me satisfied, because trust me, there's enough here to keep me satisfied, I promise you, but I think just overall, the show was this one was a bit of a more tamer show. It's a tamer version of 2019. Is basically what I can say. Even down to the Nintendo Direct itself, because it wasn't like a special Nintendo Direct. It literally just did feel like a Nintendo Direct, like what we saw a few months ago in February, but just with E3 stuff in it. Which is, on one hand, really good. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But on the other hand, I don't know, I wanted a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. Not like enough for me to say it ruined it at all, but I don't know, because I feel like there was some stuff missing, if I must be honest, because we did not get a Splatoon 3 trailer, which is somewhat understandable, but Bayonetta 3 wasn't here either, so I'm kind of concerned, and also, we didn't even get although Breath of the Wild, I think that's what I was trying to say. Breath of the Wild pretty much like satiated everybody. I believe anyways. And the Metroid, and having a new Metroid game period probably satiated fans too. So what we saw was actually really good. I liked what we got. I liked what was shown. I just think that this is really working for that this worked for Nintendo. It worked for fans, and I think it was just a good show overall. So at least a B+, at least a B+ for this one. But yeah, that's my first impressions of Nintendo so far. So now to the chambers. I am gonna have to try to figure out what's going on with all these conferences and give proper grades to all of them. And my final E3 grading video will be out hopefully sometime within the next 2 weeks. I assume probably sometime next week, next 2 weeks. So yay. That's it. But anyways, thank you for watching. What did you guys think of Nintendo Direct at E3 2021? Leave a comment down below. Please be nice. If not to me, to other people. If you like that, be sure to click like and subscribe to see more stuff from me, because you like me for reasons that I'm not going to dispute. Also, check out ntgamepoint.weebly.com. That is my Nintendo-themed blog where you get to see this and some other content from me, depending on my attitude and mood, which is usually cheery and happy. So, there you go. Anyways, thank you guys for watching once again. I'll catch you guys later. See ya!